for you here on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got MP, Kyle Lowry out there with Maxey. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's George in at the 3 spot. And for the Rockets, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Cam Whitmore out there with Jabari Smith, and it's Adams in at the 5. Well, Grant, we're deep into the season now. For teams who will miss the playoffs, where are their heads at, you think?
Well, B.A., first of all, it's a chance for some of the others to show out. Their focus should be on finishing strong. And realistically, you start planning for the offseason. But there are still games left to play.
Now here's MP. Here's Embiid. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Pass to Whitmore. Can't hit that one. Embiid with the nice defensive effort. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Houston shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
They get the rebound. Second chance effort, and scoring with a play inside is Smith.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Green against Lowry. And it's Green missing. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Houston's head coach earlier. I talked with him about Joel Embiid and asked him what he wants his team to do against him defensively. And he said, I told our big guys to play with physicality out there, but to also know when to go straight up and not let him bait us into silly fouls. It's not an easy assignment, but coach seemed confident in their chances of containing Joel. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Van Vliet. Coming off a solid outing against Chicago. And the 3-pointer goes. Whitmore's got 5 now.
Putting that ball in the hands of a guy ready to attack. Quality feed by Fred Van Vliet.
Pass to MP. And here is Maxey. Right wing. Can they get it? That's good. From Embiid on the assist by MP.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. To the paint. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Jabari Smith. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or 2. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
He's off on the first. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Now here's Whitmore. 5 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware where he is at all times.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
That free throw good from Lowry. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 4. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
And in the last meeting, they definitely had the upper hand at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Steven Adams out there with Jabari Smith. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Thompson in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Joel Embiid with the board. Here's MP. Thompson pulls it in. The Rockets lead by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' 2 stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Hammers it down. Goes coast to coast.
An incredible athlete. Kelly Oubre Jr. looks to throw it down.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Whitmore with it. He's got 5. Thompson outside. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that was going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, and that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Now here's Oubre. He's got 7. Here's Maxey. Smith with the rebound.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And the third pick in 2022, Jabari Smith Jr. He struggled at times in his rookie season. But Clark, he's making some major strides now.
You know, B.A., you've heard me and others say this, but every player runs their own race. Everybody's development journey is their own. A while longer for guys to adjust at this level. But I tell you one thing about that young man, the progress he made lets you know he's got what it takes to one day be an all-star in this league.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
That free throw is good from Thompson. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And Houston making a change here. Green is checked in. Paul George, he's checked in for the Sixers. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Watch out now, when this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And Houston has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Right side Green. Out to Thompson. Fires for 3. And it's MP with a rebound. 76ers trail by 3. Pass to Embiid. And yep, it's good. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night. The first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Here's Smith. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Not an easy shot for a young player, but Smith Jr. really smooth that time.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
George outside. Back to MP. Kicks it to George. 6 to shoot. And here's MP from outside. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Green, the pass to Van Vliet. To the inside. Here's Smith. Out to Thompson. Shoots over Embiid. Thompson, no good.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against Mavericks delivered in a major way. He had 14 points, and plus, he nabbed a couple boards. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
Great work. Thanks for that. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
No, you can't bet against a guy like that. He looks like he's in a groove, focused, on top of his game. No reason that he can't keep it going.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be offense going.
And the new group getting ready for the Rockets. Landale's checked in for Adams. Eason comes in for Smith. Dylan Brooks checked in for Thompson. And it's Shepard in for Van Vliet. The first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and welcome back to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Boy, we've seen Kelly Oubre really having a great game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking it.
Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Kyle Lowry. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's MP. And it's George in at the 3. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable.
Power it home! Wow!
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
At the line for the 76ers, 1 shot.
Free throw good, MP. Now here's Van Vliet. No made baskets yet. To the middle. Here's Smith. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
Pass to George. And with a little... Maxey on the wing. Guarded by Van Vliet. Clock is at 3. George for 3. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Philadelphia
And let's take
ball.
this chance to call out our Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Joel Embiid.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
A three off the inbound.
Not easy escaping Adams' wingspan as a defender. His reach helps him stay on top of it.
Lowry against Green. The kick out to Van Vliet. Back to Green for the tie. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Pass to Lowry. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Lowry's got 6.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Down low. Here's Smith. Misses off the right iron. Philadelphia leading by 5. Inside. And Maxey the bucket on the assist by Lowry.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team.
Here's MP. Offensive rebound. Embiid. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off. Pass to Adams. Right side Green. Fires from 14. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Joel Embiid is setting records with his scoring, but he said, when I get stuck into just being a scorer, that's not the best version of me. I like sharing the ball. As you've seen the last couple of years, the teams that have won, they move the ball. Nothing is static. So that's how we should play. Pretty simple, Brian.
Yeah, great understanding, right? Thanks, Allie. Philadelphia calls timeout. It's going with a whole new group out there. And towards the end of this year, a great time to check out our rookie race. Which newcomers have made the biggest impact on their teams? You look at MP. He's shown us throughout the course of this season that he's at the top of his rookie class. So it's no surprise to see him in the top spot.
And there's no doubt he's the top contender. I'll be shocked if he's not lifting the Rookie of the Year trophy later on.
The way he has sustained his level of play for the entire season, that's what's most impressive, the consistency that so many rookies go through.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Pass to Landy. So it's Philadelphia now. The lead is 2. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Smith out there with Cam Whitmore. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Whitmore with it. George defending. And it's Whitmore missing. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Pass to Lowry. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Lowry is a fearless scorer despite his lack of size, and he's never one to back away from the trees inside.
Van Vliet against Maxey. Van Vliet misses. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's MP. There's the drive. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
2 shots.
All right, let's get your take.
Tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
And, man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Here's Smith. And another miss by Houston. And here are the Sixers now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Adams. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Green for 3. The rebound by Embiid.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Intercepted. Here's Green. Van Vliet with it. Pass to Smith. Van Vliet outside. Shot clock at 6. Now Whitmore. From deep three-point land. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 6-footer. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 10. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
The one and only What City, Texas!
Take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
Well, I think you've got to look at the defense for part of this. Clearly, he was outstanding, but the defense didn't really put up any resistance at all. And as a result, he was able to eat and eat and eat some more.
You know, I got to applaud his incredible energy out there tonight. Losing again was not an option for him. He wouldn't settle for anything other than a win. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Houston's coach had some advice for the team over that last break. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The first free throw is good.
You got to admire the steadfastness of Van Vliet. I mean, he's an anchor for his team because they know they can.
On the wing, MP, covered by Smith. Pass to George. Back to MP. And here's George. Here's Embiid, guarded by Van Vliet.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
They get it back. Look at Embiid with the skilled finish.
Hey, Embiid is used to this. It's second nature to him. That's why he's so good at being able to score through contact.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. The Rockets again can't hit. The 76ers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. To the paint. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. The 3, Smith. Houston with another miss. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 10-1 run. Pass to Maxey. Back to MP. Stolen by Van Vliet. .107 left in the fourth quarter. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the 76ers.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough.
To like how they played this year. 55 wins in total.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Joel Embiid.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
And Houston will go for a different look here. Landale's checked in for Adams. Eason comes in for Smith. Brooks, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Griffin in for Green. Gordon, he's checked in for the Sixers. Jackson comes in for Maxey.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And here are the 76ers. Jackson on the wing. MP, the pass to Lowry. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.